Hello Kingdom Kinfolk, and today I want to come to you giving you some news that us Kingdom citizens need to know. As you know, we need to know the signs of the times of things that's going on. So I want to help us make sure we stay up to date with these things that's going on. So let's go ahead and get into it. Have 3 different stories for you. So India and Bangladesh, they've been going through some serious floods recently. Floods caused by heavy rain have been taking place in Bangladesh that have caused the death of at least 60 people, with over 2 million people affected. Rains have washed away villages, inundated roads, damaged crops, and cut off access to drinking water and electricity for some people. Scientists say that the extreme rainfall events in low-lying nations like India and Bangladesh are on the rise, driven by global warming and changes in the timing of the monsoons. So we know India is an area that, you hear about monsoons and stuff like that having a lot in that area. And this is very, very sad to hear. I mean, when you look at these videos and these pictures of the people that's going on in this area, it's just very, very sad, very, very daunting. And I mean, it's just good to know stuff like this is going on, because a lot of times, I know like us being here in the US, mind can kind of just sit there and be like, you kind of think you're the only one going on in the world. But I mean, this stuff is really, really sad. So this is our first story of some stuff that's really been going on. All right, speaking of US, we have a story that's going on here in the old US of A. It seems like we can expect another higher than average or above average storm season. So US meteorologists have predicted an above average storm season for the 7th straight year in a row. 14 to 21 tropical storms are predicted, and 6 to 10 to become hurricanes, and 3 becoming major hurricanes, at least a category 3 or higher. An average season sees 14 named storms and 7 hurricanes. In the past 5 years, there have been more Cat 4 and Cat 5 hurricanes than the last 50 years combined. So with that information, I mean, if you live anywhere near the coast of these areas where these hurricanes can hit, be ready, be warned, have your plans and stuff going on. We've seen this a lot these last few years, like this story is saying, that we've seen very high above storm years. So I mean, if you're in these areas, make sure you have a plan. These hurricanes are nothing to play with. I can remember growing up and Hurricane Katrina hit. A lot of people weren't taking it as serious, and then when it finally did hit, we remember how devastating that was and how long and drawn out it took New Orleans for to actually come back from that. So once again, if you're in these areas, please prepare and get yourself ready for the things that are coming up. So in our next story, sandstorms have been really hitting West Asia pretty hard, and it's something that's common in this area, but it's seeming to happen a lot more than it usually does. So sandstorms have been hitting West Asia pretty hard. It's common in the area, but not this much. Saudi Arabia's capital is being hit by a second sandstorm in less than a week. Iraq has had 8 since April. Respiratory issues are happening amongst the people because of these storms. Even healthy people are getting sick from the damage that these storms can cause. The issues seem to come from overuse of river water, dam productions, overgrazing, deforestation, soil degradation, and more. So that's understandable stuff like this is happening. I mean, when you deforest and overgraze and stuff like that, there's really nothing left but dirt, sand and all that other stuff. So that's something that, we can see that's going on in that area. And all over the world, like I said, it's not just the US, but all over the world, we're having these birthing pains. The signs of the time that we're seeing that things are what we know they are to be if you're a born again believer, what people call we're in the last days. So we're seeing the birthing pains all around. Now we know the day of the hour of when this rapture will take place. They'll send us into the tribulation period. We don't necessarily know exactly when that is, but we know the time is near, like the scripture's telling us from these signs that we're seeing. These are 3 stories I wanted to bring you guys today. Make sure you go read up on them, check up on them. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep up to date with the stuff that's going on. But yes, these are some of the signs of the times that we're seeing right now. Hopefully we can bring you guys some more each week, so you can keep up to date what's actually going on in the world. So we appreciate you for watching this video, and shalom.